How do you learn from or analyze your rounds of golf after you're done? Roll the intro. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew. Today I want to talk to you about a way to learn from your rounds of golf, your tournaments, how to analyze them, and how to ultimately use these lessons learned to become better the next time you tee it up. I'm going to use my last tournament as reference point, an event I played in Quebec City where I shot 73-74 and I finished tied 59th, dead in the middle of the pack. Not awesome, but I did a lot of good things. But how am I going to learn from that? Typically, and especially this season, it's been very easy for me to notice what I did wrong and try to learn from that, and it's kind of like hitting your head against the wall. For example, that first round, I was 2 under par through 10 holes. 4 under par led after one round. I was right in the mix. I hit 2 greens on the back 9 and ended up shooting 2 over par. It'd be very easy for me to look at that and just simply say, I missed too many greens, I need to work on my iron play. I need to hit more greens. And then in the second round, I 3-putted 4 times in the first 10 holes, so I could look at that and say, well, boom, these are the glaring mistakes that you made. Fix them. Sure, that can work for some people, but I think that's a house of cards because you're just looking at everything in a negative light. There's something I learned in this book, Every Shot Must Have a Purpose. First read this, I believe, in 2006. It's by Pia Nielsen and Lynn Marriott, the instructors that created Vision 54. And for any regular, longtime viewers of the channel, Vision 54 is something that I've used since 2006 intermittently. I used it a lot, I leaned on it a lot for 2-3 years, and then just through the struggles of professional golf, I started to grasp at everything I could, and I'm slowly reinstilling the lessons and the principles, the thought process of Vision 54 back into my routine, my program, everything. In this book, one of the chapters is about how to learn and assess and analyze your rounds of golf. It's framed in a positive light by asking yourself 3 questions. What did I do good? What could be better? And how? How am I going to maintain what's good, and how am I going to make what needs to be better, better? Right away, looking at things in a positive light changes everything. As I was driving back from Quebec City, just for some reason this kind of came to my mind. I was just thinking about the round, and boom, good, better, how just popped into my head. In my practice since then, it's just been so much better. Like, there's less stress. When you look at the negatives, it almost feels like you need to kind of get everything. It's like the Titanic sinking, and you need to just do whatever you can to stop it. But when you look at things in a positive light, it's really surprising what it does for your confidence and your ability to roll into what's coming up next. So if I look at this event, what was good, my short game was really good. I missed a lot of greens, and I gave myself a lot of good looks for par from really difficult up and downs. So my short game was really good. I made 9 birdies in 2 rounds. That was tied 10th. I was in the top 10 in birdies. That's really good. I gotta look at that and go, okay, so I'm doing some good things. My attitude was awesome. My focus was really, really good. And even late in that second round, when I had a feeling I wouldn't be in the money, I still was giving it my all, and I still was giving every shot the attention it deserved. So those are the things that I did really good. And in the aftermath, I'm reminding myself of that. I'm letting that just continue to kind of marinate in me as I roll into next week's event. What could be better? Well, obviously the iron play could be better, and the long range putting. Those are the 2 immediate things. More so the iron play. And why? Well, how was I missing these greens? Well, I began to steer it a little bit, and I kept kind of flipping it a little bit left. And that's basically what happens when I'm uncertain of a shot. Greens were small, there's slope on them, and it was just, you knew if you were missing greens, you were in for a test to save par. So I started kind of flipping them, and you know, and then the long range putts in the second round, they were just 40-50 footers that I would hit to 4 or 5 feet instead of 2 or 3 feet. Very, very close, but just a thin margin. How do I make that better? Well, when it comes to the iron play, I just have a couple drills I can do. One drill being putting, you know, an alignment stick up against the butt of my club and just hitting little pitch shots like that, which gives me the feeling of not letting that club flip. And another drill I can do is work on with my Gabe Golf swing trainer, which works on my sequencing and my rhythm. And that is basically a 2-fold reason as to why I was missing the greens I was missing. So I've been working on that this week. It's immediately reminded me that, like, okay, I'm not far off. But if I just looked at the statistics and just looked like, wow, I missed a lot of greens, you know, you begin like, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Whereas going in a positive light, it's it's really easy to roll through your practice and move on to the next thing. And in terms of the long range putting, I've just been working a little bit more thoroughly on the 40, 50 footers on the putting green, paying attention to my routine, my focus, and that kind of stuff. And it's just been a lot easier because I haven't lost sight of what was going good, what I'm doing well. But when you focus on solely what went wrong, it's very easy to forget about what went right. That stuff gets overlooked, and then you roll into your next event, and maybe the stuff that you did right the week before doesn't show up because you didn't give it any attention. So this good, better, how approach to analyzing a round of golf, a tournament of golf, is really advantageous. So I've linked this book down below, but ultimately just ask yourself 3 questions. What did I do good? What could be better? And how? How am I gonna maintain the good? And how am I gonna make the better better? If you'll notice, I'm not paying attention to the result. We're paying attention to the process. And that's what this is all coming down to. Your practice is a focus on the process, and the results take care of themselves if you're doing the right things in your process. So ask yourself those 3 questions, good, better, how. Let me know in the comments below how that clicks with you, and if you already do this, or if you start doing it, let me know in the comments below if you're noticing a change in your overall attitude, your enjoyment, and just getting out of that negative, well, this went wrong thought process, and into a positive, this went right, and this needs to be a little bit better, and this is how I'm gonna do it. I think it's gonna help all of us. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in a couple days. Peace.